Getting a college education is expensive. It may even be frightening sometimes. Just thinking about it is stressful. But knowledge, skills, and expertise and training are exactly what employers are looking for today. And what tends to be a common requirement among those among those jobs you see posted online and in an ad? That's right, a bachelor's degree. And let's face it, not everyone can be a celebrity and make millions of dollars. So before you start to make judgments about going to college, just hear me out. Because this information may be essential to your future. Getting a college education or getting a four-year degree is important. Getting a four-year degree is important because it may help you to be, it may help you get higher paying jobs. You are more likely to be employed, and it may help you to be more financially stable. According to, first off, getting a four-year degree is important because you can get higher paying jobs. According to the Institute of Education Sciences, in 2012, the median of earnings for young adults with a bachelor's degree was $46,900, while the pay range was $22,900 to $30,000 for those without a bachelor's degree. In other words, young adults with a bachelor's degree earn more than twice as much as those without one. Young adults with a four-year degree made about 50% or more less than those who attained a bachelor's degree. Take the Ben Carson story, for example. Ben Carson was a poor African-American boy living in poverty in Detroit in the mid to late 1900s with a mother that only had a third-grade education level. His mother sometimes worked 3 jobs at a time and pushed him towards the importance of education, even when he was not interested in an education himself. She often had to clothe him with clothes she made herself, being unable to afford to buy them. Might I remind you, this was during the Civil Rights era, where there was much upheaval and unrest in the African American community. He eventually graduated high school with honors, then was accepted to Yale University, then to the School of Medicine at Michigan State University. Ben Carson attained his doctorate degree, and his starting salary was around $300,000. Dr. Carson started out from a background like many of you. Do not let your background define who you are. Secondly, attending college is important. Getting a four-year degree is important because you're more likely to be employed. According to the 2013 data by the Bureau of Labor Statistics, for adults 25 years of age and older with an education less than a four-year degree, the unemployment rate is 7.5% compared to adults with a bachelor's degree, which is 4%. Adults 25 years of age and older with less than a bachelor's degree are 3.5% more likely to be unemployed than those with at least a bachelor's degree. Juan Valera was an 18-year-old high school dropout who was considering the high school equivalent, the GED. He states, "Truth is, I don't want a GED." Valera wishes to attain a four-year degree in criminal justice and eventually work with the FBI, but in today's world, a GED cannot even get you in the door at Burger King. Every time he stops to ask if they're hiring, they claim that he is bothering them. Valera realizes companies want a credential that says a person has the knowledge, skills, and the expertise to perform this job correctly. Now that employers are looking for college degree recipients for the best jobs, what are you going to do when you cannot find a good supporting job? Lastly, attaining a bachelor's degree may help you be more financially stable. According to John Van Heck, a writer for MinPost, a four-year college degree carries greater lifetime financial awards and stability than a work life anchored with some college or a high school diploma. In accumulated income earnings, it's not even close. Recent research and analysis from the Economic Policy Institute reported in the Upshot, a New York Times economics column finds that college graduates make more money, significantly more money, than less well-educated Americans. We shouldn't need to study to know that educational achievement translates into greater lifetime earnings. This goes back to being able to make more money with a bachelor's degree. Also, getting your four-year degree will make you more financially stable than those without one. Now let's go back to the Ben Carson example. Once again, I emphasize that he was poor and came from an unstable background. But with his college education, his four-year degree, then eventually a doctorate degree, his annual salary and job was enough to secure his financial security as well as his mother's financial security, who broke her back trying to provide for his children. Now we have just reviewed why attaining a four-year degree is important. These reasons were that you can get higher paying jobs, you are more likely to be employed, and you are more likely to be financially stable. Now I know many of you are thinking that college is too expensive and that there's no way you can afford it. But there are scholarships, there are grants, there are federal loans and private loans that you are able to take out that are designed specifically for students like you to attain a four-year degree. And even though you are paying off these loans, your financial security will still be intact because you have a better chance of making more money in the future than those without a bachelor's degree. You may also be thinking that you cannot get into a college with your grade point average. There are two-year colleges across the country that accept people who struggled in high school and have a low grade point average. Take this as a second chance to redeem yourself. Get good grades, get a good grade point average, apply for some undergraduate scholarships, then make your way to a four-year college. Lastly, yes, there are a lot of people who make a lot of money out there that do not have a bachelor's degree. But guess what? That is a 1 in a million chance. They either had to work their way up to it, which may take years, or they are celebrities. This is not plausible for all of you. So take your chance now. The rest of your life starts today, and from here on out, it's up to you to make the right decision. Oh my God.